And coming up next, we are very honored to have Mr. Ken Ho, Business Development Director, Huawei Cloud, to share with us on the era of cloud gaming, overcoming challenges and thriving opportunities. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome Ken.
So it's not a new concept. In this slides, you can see that Morgan Stanley have already doing a 18 years research on cloud gaming. So and also they predict like Google, Amazon, Microsoft already developed the cloud gaming for very long time, and we will see the market will be increased by 4 times within a very short period of time. At the same time, you can see on your right hand side, different brands like Sony, like EA, they already started the cloud gaming a long time ago. So this is a very new market, but actually there's a lot of investment resource put on the cloud gaming for a very long time. So when we talk about very long time, it means like more than 10 years. So when we go back to like 2009, there's a first company called OnLive. Basically, they are the pioneer in cloud gaming. So there you can see that the MAU is 1.5 million in peak hours. A subscription is really like $10, $10 per month, and at that time, 2009, in 2009, it's already like 12,000 users. And finally, they are acquired by Sony by 2015. And Sony is one of the pioneers to keep continuing building cloud gaming model, their cloud platform, and also their overall infrastructure. You can see that like in 2014, they launched a PlayStation Now, and by March it's already like 700,000 paid users. The platform they are using actually at that moment is usually is on PS4 and in PC. So you can see development is really quick, and Sony is one of the pioneer in this market. And after all, you can see different players joining in like Nvidia, GeForce Now, and after that, yeah, you can see like EA Sports, Google, Microsoft are all joining, are going into tapping into the market in in like 2015 afterward. And latest, we have got like AWS, Huawei ourselves, Google, and Tencent are also in this market space. So, what's the challenge and opportunities in cloud gaming? Well, we are talking about cloud gaming. Why there's a new concept? We already have PC. We have already have like console gaming. We already have mobile gaming. So, what's the opportunities and challenge of cloud gaming? We can go back to see the market space. Um, the market is quite different when we look into three major markets, including US, Japan, and China. You can see that US is like a more traditional market. Basically, it's over 48% are still playing the games on console like Xbox, PlayStation, those console games. But in US, you can see the mobile gaming is actually increased a little bit faster than PC, and now contribute like around 29%. And PC gaming already dropped to like 23% because of the hardware cost and different factors. When we go back to Japan, we can all say that is like a very traditional player in the console game, especially, we have mentioned a lot about Sony. They have more than 30%, 38% of console game. But you can see that the mobile gaming is one of the fastest growing. It's already half of the market, half of the share, 50% of mobile gaming in Japan already, and PC dropped to less than 10%. In China, there's a whole it's like a totally different market. In China, you can see it's over 60%, nearly 70% in mobile gaming, and console gaming is very small. It's only contributing like 1%, and set-top box 1%, and PC gaming is around 32%. So when we checked, when we analyze these three markets, China market is the latest comers, very late to start the gaming industry. So what we see is like Android gaming definitely become one of the largest shared gaming in China. Why there is the PC market is still relatively small, because it's rather difficult. It's kind of difficult for China-based company to access to different types of PC technology, because most of this technology is from NVIDIA, AMD, and other US players mostly. So this is the recent gaming industry, the marketplace and the situation. So why we're going into the cloud gaming? There's a lot of advantage in cloud gaming. When we check, when we look into advantage, basically cloud gaming have the largest platform. So is a very low entry level for all the players, lower cost for entry hardware. You can even pay the games on cell phone. It's like only like $300 US device, and it's like a very low entry cost for most of the users. They can pay a subscription for like $10 per month for gaming platform, or other types of subscriptions. And the very important point is there is no installation required. Is a bit when we talk about no installation, it's a bit different from mobile gaming. In a mobile game, you still need to do some installation on your device, but cloud gaming we're talking about here is there's no installation required. And more importantly, I've said that the platform and audiences are much larger, because cloud gaming is cross-platform. Basically, you can play anytime, anywhere on a small screen or even a large screen, 4K, 8K TV, play anytime, anywhere. And more importantly is talking about privacy. When we go into cloud gaming, there is no more privacy. So piracy is you just pay for monthly subscription, or you are doing some in-app purchase, and then you are in the game. That's so easy. So the audience are much larger than traditional gaming platform like console. I've mentioned about PC, but still there are a lot of challenge in technology. First of all, is the bandwidth. The bandwidth we are talking about is for cloud gaming is must be more than 10 megabit per second. The latency, the user experience, we found that is the latency must be less than 100 milliseconds. Additionally, like the cost and the costing model is totally changed, because for cloud gaming, actually the user didn't going to buy the console, they only buy some cheap device. So all these cloud computing bandwidth costs will go back to the distributor, go back to the cloud platform, to the game platform, to the distribution. So there's additional cost. And finally, it's very different. It's like the payers behavior. Traditionally, you go outside to buy this, or you download, you pay for several $100 to buy game, but it's a totally different. In cloud gaming, is some of the very popular games you can find is a free to pay game, and most of them are doing like in-app purchase. And this is some of the challenge of current cloud gaming and the development. So when we talk about cloud gaming, we can see the modernization of media and gaming. They are going like in the same path. Media, like video, music, you can see that the trend is already there. There's a very large platform nowadays like YouTube, iQIYI, Youku, and it's like totally online right now. Traditionally, you have got VHS, DVD, right? We have got like in 2000, in year 2000 is we are still downloading songs, downloading videos, right? And for game, we see the trend is totally same. We have console gaming like PS4, Xbox, Switch, etc. And they started like the download from App Store, Google Play, and Marketplace, etc. And in the future, when 5G comes, we found that cloud gaming definitely is another likely, very likely trend for cloud gaming. Is like fully online. It is coming, and we say that for cloud gaming, definitely like in 20 years, it will be the mainstream of gaming industry. So what next? I mean, how 5G may change the gaming industry? It's simple. Nowadays, you can find that the gaming platform is starting from very simple, like videos, short videos, like AR, VR, right? And in future, we can see that the game industry can be like totally digitalized. Say, for example, like AR. Maybe in future, in a very short future, you can play a game with in reality, just wearing smart glasses. This is a change we are seeing. Cloud and 5G may bring the game industry into another era. So with 5G, we can see that there are a lot of benefits and a lot of changes to cloud gaming. Basically, very simple. The conversion rate will be much higher by simply like click and pay, and by doing some demos. Increase of bandwidth means that a better quality media, better content, better bandwidth optimizations. Different platforms. Maybe in future there's no more iOS, Android, PC. Probably just one or two players in the world will dominate the gaming industry, and different media as well can be, from VOD, from live broadcasts, from AR, VR, different types of advertisements. So 5G definitely is a new era for the cloud gaming. Yes, I think some of the audience here already using 5G. I'm pretty sure, but the experience. I myself is using 5G as well. Experience is really good, but we would say that still 5G isn't the major challenge of cloud gaming. It's all about latency. Well, when we talk about latency, it means that latency for any gaming, the latency more than 100 milliseconds will affect user experience. So the more the latency, the user experience will become worse. But when we go back to latency, there are a lot of components in latency, including like as simply as the input device, the mouse you are using, the keyboard you are using. All this instruction is different because traditionally it's all processed on your PC, on your console, but now it become a major latency, and then also the round trip of all these signals, because every click you put on send back to cloud server, it will cost you like 60 millisecond network latency transmission. And the cloud gaming also talking about the rendering latency, because once you send the instruction back to the cloud server, they will do some rendering. And it will show the next video, the next step. You already send out the instructions. So all these things nowadays is roughly around the total latency is roughly around 166 milliseconds. So the latency is still very, 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 very large, and this is not only on the 5G network; it's on the total latency. So we are still solving this problem. So apart from 5G, we will see that there is edge computing coming, or maybe large game cloud will be built in ISP or in the carrier platform. So we are talking about the future. We can see there's three use case of cloud gaming. The first simple case is cloud gaming platform, as simple as that. On the internet, there will have a large gaming cloud through 5G, through a Wi-Fi, and all this video will stream to the end device, edge device, including set-top box, mobile, PC, pad, smart TV, etc. So all these game will be streamed directly from internet. That's a very simple use case. The second one, we will see that there will changes for game advertisement. Traditionally, probably you will see multi-screen or advertisement from different applications, but on cloud gaming, on cloud, basically you can do it like it's not a video, it's not a static image. Once you get into the different types of different apps, basically you can have a free trial by clicking trial directly and then test the game, and that's a new experience. You can find it the conversion rate for this simple trial compared to video and image, it will like have 5 times conversion rate, 5 times more, 5 times more effective. Finally, we're talking about esports. Esports is one of the major industry we will see in 5 to 10 years time. When we you can click the button, and probably the full online experience will come to a device in like 3 to 5 seconds, or even you can join into that episode, that section of the game is a totally different user experience. So finally, I'd like to talk a bit about a little bit more about the technical side. What we are right now, Huawei did have our own research on cloud gaming. So you can click the URL here. You can find it. Basically, we are right here. It's in between like 3 and 3.5. We call it MOSC. The experience is just okay for a very small screen. So cloud gaming is ready. I always say cloud gaming is ready today. You can play cloud gaming on mobile most of the time because it's a relatively small screen. It's like 720p screen. So we're talking about a small mobile or on iPad, on different smart pads. But when we talk about 5G, we will have a totally different market. We have the experience starting 4. So the screen size will be can reach 1080p at 60 frames per second. So it's more like those console game right now. So the experience is much better. And after all, we will see that in 2 years and 5 years times, in cloud gaming can reach the index of 4.5, nearly like 5. So we can jump into a 4K screen or 8K screen shortly in 2 or 3 years time. So after all, thank you for everyone listen to my presentation. So we will see there are a lot of changes to cloud gaming. What's coming is 5G give a gamers and also distributors and everyone in the ecosystem have a very totally different platform to grow. There's edge computing coming, better O&M, operation and management platform, and also cloud computing helping the industry. So some of our background. So if any of you are interested to talk about cloud or understand about cloud more, you can contact me. Here is a QR code. You can take a screenshot, and then there's my number and email there. So thanks everyone. Here's my presentation, and thank you for your time. And I hope to see you all very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken, for the wonderful sharing.